Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone!
Hello, magandang hapon.
So, ito ang pinakaunang live stream natin as the KDF Society. Is everyone excited for our stream ba?
Yes, of course. But since this is our first live stream, medyo kinakabahan din ako.
Yeah, oo. Medyo kinakabahan rin ako.
Okay, so to get started, I would like to introduce myself. Hey everyone, we are your hosts. Ako si Rewel Ray David A. Navarro.
I'm Ali Eileen Baltazar.
And ako naman si Alred Mahapagal and would like to welcome you all to this stream, which is entitled Learn More, Spread the World, brought to you by the KDF Society. Please enjoy.
Yes, and we are very happy that our viewers joined us in our live stream and we welcome you all. I hope that everyone is doing well. Kumain na ba kayo? Pakisabi nga sa comments if kumain ka na and what did you eat. To our host, anong kinain niyo for lunch today?
What I ate for lunch today was chicken adobo.
Mukhang masarap yan. Ako, ang kinain ko is pork steak, pero I tried eating fast to prepare for this stream. Ikaw naman, David.
Thanks for asking. Ako naman, I ate beef lasagna. Pero let's look at the comments first kung anong mga masasabi nila. Kung ano yung mga kinain nila.
Okay, someone type here burger and chicken adobo. Wow, pareho pa tayo. And burger is one of my favorite food too.
It's a good thing na nalaman namin kung ano yung mga kinain nyo for lunch today. So, what will be our topic for today's stream? Well, we'll be talking about the coping strategies of families affected by natural calamities.
And did you guys know that maraming tao dito sa Pilipinas are widely affected by these natural calamities often?
Yes, a matter of fact, here in the Philippines, there is an average of 20 earthquakes per day. Wow, can you imagine that 20 earthquakes per day? It's because the Philippines lies along the Pacific Ring of Fire.
Sa ganyan pa nga, nakakatakot talaga. And due to these natural calamities, not only families are affected, cities, houses, pati rin yung environment.
Because of these aftermaths of the natural calamities, we are faced with tons of challenges to our mental, emotional, and physical health.
All the while having to rebuild what has been lost as the calamities affected also our economic society, we will have trouble and it could cause a decrease o pagbaba in productivity. Paano na yung mga kailangan ng mga tao? Paano na yung mga tao?
So true talaga, marami talagang nangyayari due to the natural calamities. Malaki talaga ang impact nito. Sa inyo guys, have you been in a situation now where you're really having trouble after something happened to you? What will be your coping strategies? How will you cope with that?
For me, if let's say na I'm stressed about this one schoolwork, like hindi ko na talaga kaya, when all hope is lost, that's when I finally think that I could ask for social support, a coping strategy that will help me in a situation where I'll be asking from somebody na makakatulong sa akin na ma-overcome yung stress. And nagawa ko na rin yun sometime and nakatulong talaga siya.
Ay, oo. I agree kay David. When you are able to rely on somebody, it helps talaga. It's nice to have someone that can be able to be there for you in your tough times. Mapakaibigan, mapa-loved ones, or pamilya pa yan. So, okay, so ito, we will be watching a video muna.
Yes, okay. So this video that we will be watching is a motivational video and I think that most of you could relate to this. So okay, let's watch it now.
Life can throw you some curves. And it's not just the things that you see coming, but sometimes it's the things that you didn't see coming that hit you out of nowhere, that set you back in such a way that it seems like you can't get over. And you've reached your limit and your bandwidth is full. And you already said, I can't take another thing. And then out of nowhere, here comes something you didn't see coming and you're in it.
And in your homes, somewhere in your heart, these words are echoing. Am I going to make it?
When you get into a tight spot and everything goes against you until it seems that you cannot hold on for a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. There are times when your energy feels so depleted that you want to give up, that it looks just totally impossible. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't give up then. That's when you've got to fall forward, when life is kicking dirt in your face. Don't give up then. That's when most people turn back.
As long as you're alive, there is hope.
You're still alive. You're still here.
It's never too late, and it's never too dark, and we can always turn things around.
There's going to be bad days, there's going to be dark days, but you got to embrace it because that pain is what makes you stronger.
Pain is the high cost of growth. If you want to grow up, you want to be mature, there is no way to do it without pain. You can't grow up on easy street. And the very thing that discourages you is the very thing that develops you.
No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. The only person that's going to make a drastic change in your life, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the only person that is going to dig you out of your hole is who? You. You have to do it for you.
You've got to become courageous to stand up within yourself, to face it and step forward.
We all get a taste of that victim mentality, the why me. You can become the victim of the situation or the victor of the situation. You need to be the master of your emotions, not let them affect you. You're the dictator. You're the captain of your boat, whether you let things affect you in a negative way or a positive way. I don't lose. I only win or learn. In life, there's only winning or learning. All your problems become gifts once you learn from them.
And some of you have allowed adversity to make you stop. And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it. Execute, execute, execute. In the midst of adversity, execute. You're going to work through this. You're going to get up. You're going to get dressed. You're going to get out. And you're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to be what you called to be. And you're going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to kill your dreams, what you've been called to prove all of them wrong. And if you can work through your pain, I'm guaranteeing you, on the other side is a reward. Pain is not permanent. Pain is temporary.
Wow, what a video. Talagang napaka-deep ng message na yun. And I think na lots of people could relate to this. Whether a major or a minor problem has happened to you, it actually can be hard sometimes.
That's true. Okay. So now we can finally go and get started with our topic. But first of all, what are natural calamities? Can finally go and there are many natural calamities, and these are known as the catastrophic events with atmospheric, geological, and hydrological origins. Kayo nga, mag-comment kayo ng mga natural calamities that you know of. Things like earthquake, ganun, geological origins. Kayo nga, mag-comment kayo ng mga natural calamities that you know of. Things like earthquake, ganun, geological origins. Kayo nga, mag-comment kayo ng mga natural calamities that you know of. Things like
Oh yes, that is one natural calamities, typhoon. Good one. So, yung meron pa ba? Meron pa ba habol? One, two, three. So, I guess wala na.
Anyway, so moving on. So, there are types of disasters. There is in our topic that is the
Anyway, so
natural
moving on.
disasters and then the human caused disasters. These two are very different, you see.
Kasi from its name, human cause, ito ay gawa ng mga tao. Ah, Base sa pangalan, human cause nga. So, bale, we can see from name na gawa siya ng tao. That example, example nito is war, terrorism, and shootings.
And let's not forget that the Philippines regularly faces various types of natural catastrophes.
Oh, yeah, it's insane here. Sometimes I tend to forget that we're prone to natural calamities. And also, do you guys remember Typhoon Yolanda?
Yeah, actually, David, actually, bata pa ako nung na-experience ko yun. Such a terrible typhoon that was nearly 30,000 people went missing and about 7 people were confirmed dead. Malaki ang impact ng cyclone na yun. Worse.
Kaya talaga, it's important to find ways to confide in, to cope. And especially when you and your family has been affected, it's hard to take care of yourself while also taking care of your family. Because marami talagang mararamdaman mo.
Okay, so that'll bring us to our next agenda. What were affected by these natural calamities? We all know that the economy, environment, cities, houses, and more are affected. But our main point will be in who were affected. Okay? Sino. So, which is us and our families.
So David, yes, your overall health are at stake, your physical and mental health. To my co-host, in your opinion, how do you think the relationship with your fellow family members will go on after experiencing a natural calamity? Do you think that the relationship will falter?
From what I know is that there are effects talaga in the aftermath. There would be difficulty communicating because family members don't know what to say to each other or like don't feel like talking due to this. There would be loss of trust and confidence in themselves and other people. And if hindi talaga nila nakakaya, they would react outrage about the dread and misery the calamity has caused. There are times when this is directed at a different family member.
That's very true. I've seen some cases that their bond will grow stronger as a family because they have witnessed such drought. But as a result, family members may try too hard to help others and ignore their own needs. And I find that really upsetting. Family members may hide feelings, painful feelings, until things have returned to normal, and only then show their distress. Because it is really such a stressful situation where it's hard to keep up with your mental health and your physical health while protecting your loved ones.
Yes, that is very true, Royal. We can see that in families, the children tend to react very badly to it is as they grown up. We can see that there are effects on them. Children or mga teenagers can begin to seek attention or act disobediently, which usually means they are anxious or fearful. There would be insecurities in children shown through behaviors such as bedwetting, changes in eating and sleeping habits, or reverting to behavior they have outgrown.
Yes, and the parents, it is hard for them too. Because how do parents support their children after a high impact disaster? What will they do, right? Because even if they try their best and hardest to take care of their children and after the calamities, how will they be able to take care of themselves from that trauma? How the parents take care of themselves will also be following on how the children will grow up seeing their parents not take not take care of their well-being. Like, as a family, they should understand and grow with one another in times of hardships.
Yep, that was really well spoken. And from what you said, yes, what will families do with what happened to them? How will they be able to grow from that situation? How will they heal? How will they cope? And that will bring us to our next arrangement, coping strategies. The coping strategies that families will use after natural calamities. In the comments, can you at least write one kind of coping strategy that you know of? Yoga. Hmm, that's a good one. Pwede rin. Oo, that is right. Anyone else? I guess that is all.
I know. Anyways, so there are many kinds of coping strategies that are known, and we will be wanting to find out which one we think would be able to be a big help for families affected by these natural calamities. There are different types of coping strategies. There are problem focused coping, emotion focused coping, social support, and etc. Madami pa iba. Matanong naman kita, Aliyah, what is the problem focused coping and what do you think about it? So what can you say about it?
Um, well, from the word problem focusing, I think that it means that it is the coping strategies that focus more on the effort to try and eliminate the root causes of the problems that you are having. In this type of coping, you try to cope by asking for help to withstand the situation, and it seeks to tackle what you feel head on. And I think this is a healthy way on how to heal, as problem focusing coping is shown to increase control, improve mental health, and lessen depression, paranoid thinking, anxiety, and violence. So if you're not afraid to tackle your fears and hurt head on, this could be manageable. But for victims of natural calamities, I feel like they would find it hard to cope with this method, because cutting out stress from their lives doesn't mean that everything will be all okay.
Yes, I agree with you on that, Aliyah. Even it has shown to be helpful for others, there can be some who find it troubling to use that coping method. That is why there are other coping strategies for everyone to explore and that lead us to emotion focused coping, regulating negative emotional responses to stress such as worry, fear, grief, and anger is the goal of emotion focused coping. When a sensor is something you are powerless to change, this method of coping may be helpful. In the terms that is hard to change, the fact that families were affected by disaster, that's why it is agreeable when Aliyah said that using coping techniques that are problem focused, even though it is effective, doesn't mean that cutting out the things that seems to cause us stress means we don't need to learn how to alter our responses to any stressor, that there will be none left in our lives.
Yes, that's very true, you guys. And this is one of the reasons emotion focused coping may be very helpful. By changing how we react to potential sources of stress in our lives, we can lessen their negative effects. Okay, we don't have to wait for our lives to change or to try to prevent the inevitable when we adopt emotion focused coping. And we can also simply find ways to accept what we face right now and not let it bother us. A strategy from this, a well known one, is meditation. As you respond to stress, meditation can assist you in separating yourself from your thoughts. This enables you to respond rationally and consciously rather than hastily or irrationally. Numerous psychological advantages can result from it, and studies have shown that even brief meditation sessions can enhance emotional processing.
Oo, narinig ko na rin yung meditation. And another coping strategy from emotion-focused coping is journaling. You may control your emotions in a number of ways through journaling. Stressful emotions may find an emotional outlet through it. It can also help you come up with ideas from problems you're having. And also, journaling encourages the development of more optimistic emotions, which might help you feel less stress. It is a fantastic emotion focused coping approach because it also has other advantages for wellness and stress reduction. Emotion focused self regulation has been shown to benefit from positive affect journaling. A style of expressive writing that involves employing journaling prompts to create pleasant sentiments.
Also, there is the last one which we'll be talking about emotion focus. this exercise, this is exercise. Yes, believe it or not, it has been demonstrated to reduce stress, calm anxiety, and increase confidence. It can instantly boost your mood by releasing endorphins into your brain. Regularly exercise helps lessen the symptoms of mild depression and anxiety, as well as mood and relaxation. Your sleep, which is frequently disturbed by stress, depression, and worry, can also be improved by exercise. Exercise can help you develop the resilience and cope in a healthy way when faced with mental or emotional obstacle in life, as opposed to turning, drink, drugs, or other harmful activities that ultimately only make your symptoms worse. Additionally, regularly exercise helps strengthen your immune system and lessen the effects of stress.
True that. I like how this kind of coping strategy, as it doesn't try to change the situation, but rather changes on how you'll try to perceive the situation, on how you will try to focus more on your emotions and feelings, rather than being torn up on something that is still going to be there.
That is really well said, David. As people can rely on coping with fixing problems or healing their emotions, there is also social support coping, which means having friends and other people, including your family, to turn to in times of needs or crisis. For well-being, to lessen psychological suffering, and to enhance quality of life, social support from friends, family, coworkers, and others is crucial. On the other hand, when people lack access to social support, stress levels are frequently higher and people exhibit more depression. Making and utilizing social connections during stressful times is a crucial protective factor that lessens the consequences of unfavorable psychological repercussions. Whether it comes from a dependable group, organization, or a dear friend, it has been demonstrated to lessen the negative psychological and physical effects of stress. Of connection, security, and belonging.
Yes, I agree on you, Aliyah. I can say that spending time with your family and friends is a coping strategy that is very great in social support. According to a Carnegie Mellon University study, people talk to their family and friends about their feelings rather than turning to unhealthy coping techniques like drinking alcohol, such as smoking cigarette, or using drugs as a stress reliever. Your psychological health is improved by the emotional support that comes from your social connection. According to one study, people who perceive their friends and family to be supportive express a larger sense of life meaning and a stronger feeling of purpose.
But if you feel that as if that isn't helping, There is another way you can be able to cope from that social support. Yes, you heard that right. There is another way. This one is a support group. People with similar problems come together in a support group to talk about what's bothering them. They are able to support, encourage, and console the other group members by the sharing of their experiences and receive the same in return. Family and friends may sympathize with you while you're going through a difficult time, but they may not always know how to help or what to say. Although doctors and other medical personnel occasionally provide minor emotional assistance, their main priority is always and always will be medical. A support group offers a secure setting where you can obtain information that is applicable, beneficial, and constructive. Through sharing experiences and receiving encouragement, you'll get deeper insight into problem solving techniques. You may feel less alone in your struggles if you hear from others who are dealing with comparable problems.
You see, coping strategies boost resilience because they teach individuals how to effectively deal with unpleasant emotions, panic attacks, and other trying circumstances. When you successfully handle a challenging emotion or a circumstance, you also let go of the troubling emotions that are connected to that experience and move on. That is why these coping strategies that we have talked about are very important, as it can give us insight to what to do after disasters. But not only that, but we can also input it in our daily lives no matter what struggle we are facing.
Yes, everyone needs effective coping mechanism regardless of their mental health. Healthy coping mechanism lessen stress, lessen the symptoms of mental illness, and enhance general well-being. Healthy coping techniques usually entail alternating your viewpoint or appraising the circumstances, learning healthy coping mechanism for mental healthy is crucial to managing life's ups and downs and preventing small setbacks from becoming more serious one in times of crisis. Having good coping mechanism at hand lessen the needs to resort of bad coping mechanism that exacerbate the symptoms and leads to new issue.
And the most important thing we want to say is that you should never take anything for granted. Live your life and make good choices before anything bad happens to you. Rely on your family, friends, and loved ones, and don't ever be afraid to reach out if you have any problems. If you have struggles or hardships, no matter how big or small they are. What people need is awareness and help, so it is important to embrace yourself and grow.
Agreed. So now let's start the Q&A. Please type in the comments any questions about that topic.
So ayun na nga from Gun 11, sa tingin niyo matitigil ang natural calamities? For my opinion or for my answer, sa tingin ko no kasi andiyan na yan, eh, hindi naman natin maiiwasan yan, eh. And kayo naman, Aliyah and Navarro, what do you think? Ano sa tingin niyo yung sagot dun sa tanong ni Gum 11?
I agree with your
Um,
answer. Yes, hindi na talaga maiiwasan yung ganyang mga accidences and talagang part yan ng nature. And syempre, all we need to do is just stay safe and prepare for what could possibly happen in the coming days.
Good one. Ikaw ba, Aliyah, meron ka bang sagot doon sa tanong niya?
for me, hindi naman matitigil yung natural calamity. So, yeah, I think same answer lang din ako.
And then, meron ba dito nagtanong, have you used any coping mechanism? What was the most effective to you? Uh, for my own perspective, I'd say yung exercise. Kasi doon ko nilalabas yung mga emotional weight ko. Uh, Emotional weight, doon mo nilalabas lahat. Maglilift ako ng mga stuff, nagbubuhat ako ng dumbbell, nag-exercise ako hanggang mapagod ako, and usually mawawala na yung galit ko or isang emotion. And kayo naman, Aliyah, Navarro, may sugat pa kayo dun sa tanong niya?
Yes. I think so. Na yeah, we can also face that by talking to someone na alam nating makaka-sympathize sa nararamdaman natin and na mafe-feel yung emotion na nararamdaman natin, which can lead to a very good um, a very good talking, and na kapag ka nakakagawa ka ng mga hobbies or interest mo, dun mo mapapaglaan ng oras yung isip mo, and na may mawawala mismo sa mind mo yung lahat ng mga problems mo. And that's very effective.
And how about you, Aliyah?
For me naman, journaling is the most effective kasi you get to, write what you feel, and um, pwede mo rin siyang balikan in the future to, like, um, ma-remind ka kung, like, ano na yung dapat yung ginawa mo before. So, pwede mo siyang magamit if ever, like, nagkaroon ka ng same struggle, malaman mo kung ano ba yung ginawa mo, like, before, and ano yung, um, like, yung pinaka-effective na way, or like, yung na-feel mo before, ano ba yung ginawa mo, or ano, like, things like that.
And meron pa rito nagtanong from Ashley Santiago. What is the reason why different countries experience nationally calamities? Uh, oh, this is deep, Ashley. This is hard for me. Kayo ba, Navarro and Aliyah, what do you think is the answer?
Well, for me, from my very own opinion, the reason why different countries experience the same um, experience we have here in the Philippines is because hindi naman magkakaiba yun eh. So like, kapag naman sa weather, malalaman ng sa weather forecast na may paparating na bagyo. And or kaya yung kapag may lindol, hindi, kumbaga, lahat ng sa buong earth ay makakaranas nun. Merong mga times na only one country or another. So may mga possibilities na hindi lahat mismo ang makaka-experience. So yeah, lahat, different countries may experience these natural calamities.
Good one, Navarro. And for my answer, nakaisip na ako ng sagot ko. So, yung sagot ko is, uh, hindi tayo maka-experience ng andito tayo sa Pacific Rim of Fire. So, iba yung weather natin and iba rin yung natural disaster na ma-receive natin. Hindi tayo kagaya ng ibang bansa na mayroon pang tornadoes, and may mga tornadoes pa sila. Hindi tayo pare-pareho ng calamities na nilalabanan. Iba-iba tayo per country. Especially tayo na nasa Pilipinas, tayo na nasa Pacific Rim of Fire. Iba yung weather natin. So, iba rin yung calamities natin. Okay? So, may tanong pa ba dyan? May hahabol pa ba? So, I guess wala na. Please, Aliyah, proceed.
Okay, so yeah, we are about to finish this live stream. This is it. We all want to say thank you to everyone who joined our stream and watched through it all. We appreciate it very much.
Yes, Alias, right. Thank you for joining with us in this fine afternoon. And please don't forget to fill out the evaluation form that we've sent in the comment section. And also, you can find it in the um, here on YouTube on our video, the description. And also, we highly appreciate and comments after the stream ends.
And so we hope that everyone enjoy and have at least learned something from our first ever live stream. Sana may natutunan ka sa aming live stream and salamat sa panonood. Thank you. Have a good day. Also, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for further live stream. That's all.
We thank you for the time spent with us and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Ah, ikaw na, pasabi na lang kung mag-leave na kami, okay? Don't worry, try ko pahanap.